Hey, this is Bruce Cook, and in this video we are going to be reviewing another pepper I've grown. So this time around, this is going to be the chocolate Moruga Scorpion. Now, I've been growing these since the first season. I started growing back in 2020, and all of my plants have been coming from seeds I pulled out of peppers from the previous season. And all seasons up to this season, my chocolate Moruga Scorpion plants have been growing in really small. I've typically either had them in smaller containers, or I never put nutrients in the soil, so they never grew very big. And all of the peppers that I have gotten off of those plants have always been like less than half this size. But now that I did things different this season, using certain nutrients in my soil, which would be like blood and bone meal and all that, all of my plants have grown so much bigger. And the peppers likewise have gotten so much bigger. So I think I even said in some of my early gardening videos this year that I wasn't quite sure if those plants that I was growing were actually growing chocolate Moruga Scorpions, and I was sort of thinking they looked more like Remmert peppers. I've never seen a Remmert pepper in person, just on videos like Johnny Scoville's videos, and I was almost thinking that might have been what they are. But now that I've gotten to see these things grow to their full potential, now that my plants are growing the correct sizes, I'm pretty confident these were exactly what the original seller I bought the seeds from back in 2020 said they were, which was the chocolate Moruga Scorpion. So I'm wondering if they're going to taste different, because these peppers have had a very unique taste, so different than any other super hot I've ever had. And I've said that they were my favorite pepper to snack on just because of their taste. Now, also the heat I've gotten from these, at least the smaller ones, I've never gave them a rating more than like 2 or 3 out of 10, even when my tolerance was low. But now my peppers this season seem to be far spicier on average than the peppers that I've been growing this past few seasons, which they've been constantly coming from the same seeds. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a scorcher. So I'm also growing the yellow Moruga Scorpion, which I've already done a video eating, and that was quite a bit spicier than the yellow Moruga Scorpions that I ate last year. But again, this year my plants have grown a lot bigger, the peppers are a lot bigger. So not sure what's going to happen when I eat this thing. So I really don't care. I love the mouth burn. It's my stomach I'm always worried about. But it's the beginning of the pod season, so I'm expecting my tolerance in my stomach to be a bit lower than like it would have been like late summer last year. I was able to eat like the chocolate Primatellis and the red Primatellis and handle them easily, giving them like between a 2 and 4 out of 10. Even the chocolate Primatelli, I think I gave it a 3 out of 10, but my tolerance was way higher. It was farther into the season. This is probably only the, I don't know, maybe 5th super hot that I'm eating whole. So the season's still young. We still got lots of more peppers to review. So, but we're gonna give this a go. Actually, you know what? I want to get a knife. I'm just gonna be very careful that I do not drop this thing. So give me a second. I was not planning on doing this. I'll be right back. Alright, got me a knife. I'm just going to be very careful that I do not drop this. My problem is I got nerve damage on the end of my fingers from several years of carpal tunnel syndrome, and it's hard for me to feel. I'm actually going to pop the stem off first. It's hard for me to feel if I'm losing my grip on things. It's the same way when I'm working on paintball stuff and I'm handling screws. I have a very hard time I'll say, I don't know if you can see that. You got lots of oil in there, glistening off the knife. So there's a lot of seeds in there. Yeah, you can tell that's definitely fully ripened. I didn't get a perfect cut on this thing, but that's what you want to see. Even the pulp inside, or the placenta, is rich in that chocolate color. So we know this thing is fully ripened. And wow, so that just shows you how terrible a job I did cutting this thing open. But give it a smell. Yeah, it smells exactly like the other ones I did this past few seasons. It's much bigger this time. So put these two back together. Gotta be very careful I don't drop none of this. So no, I think these things are supposed to average. I think most scorpions are supposed to average anywhere between 1.2 million Scoville to even up to 2 million. I know that yellow Moruga Scorpion had to have been up there. I wouldn't have been surprised if that thing was on the higher end of that average. So, but anyways, we're gonna give this a eat and tell you what I think. So we got the chocolate Moruga Scorpion going in. Very fruity. Very thick walled. It definitely tastes different than the yellow Moruga Scorpion. Not quite as fruity as the yellow one was. And it did taste a little different than the smaller ones that I have been growing this past few years. Again, the plants that this pepper came from the same lineage of seeds. Well, I'm getting a wicked burn under my left side of my tongue. Well, that's definitely way spicier than any of the ones I've eaten this past few seasons. It's just attacking underneath the tongue. It's 2 out of 10 climbing, maybe close to a 3. There was no bitterness though. I mean, typically if I let the pepper stay on the plant for a little while after the entire outside of it is in its full ripened color, it just gives it enough time to ripen on the inside. And that usually will eliminate a lot of the bitterness. So underside of my tongue is 3 out of 10. I do feel it a little bit in my stomach already. It's not cramps, but I can tell my tolerance has grown already in this past few days just from eating these last few peppers on video. I think if I would have ate that when at the same time I did the yellow Moruga Scorpion, this thing might have been a lot spicier to me. Staying at a 3 out of 10. It's got my nose running. I didn't even grab. Hang on, let me get my paper towels. A little bit of runny nose. I think I feel a little tiny tear in my left eye. Still at a 3 out of 10. Hey, that yellow Moruga Scorpion definitely hit me a lot harder, but my tolerance, I have been eating some peppers this last few days, so my tolerance is probably rising. No hiccups. I did have lunch over an hour ago, and I drank a little tiny bit of milk before the video. So once the video ends, I'll be drinking a little bit more milk just to get on top of the pepper so I don't get any cramps. The heat is actually dying down already. It never made it past the 3 out of 10. Now it's below a 2. So I wasn't sure what to expect from that pepper, if it was going to light me up. I know with a lot of people, the chocolate variants of the same type of pods tend to burn some people more. With me, it's a different kind of burn. I think the red ones get me more than like with the pre-metallies and stuff. The spiciest red pre-metalli for me was spicier than the spiciest chocolate, and same with some other varieties like the Scorpions. The red ones were the hottest to me. And that yellow one, I don't know if I can say it would be hotter than this chocolate one, just because, like I said, my tolerance was much lower when I ate that yellow one a few days ago than where my tolerance is at now. Now I've been eating several peppers. It's actually below a 1 out of 10 already. I'm not feeling hardly anything underside my tongue. I got a little tingling going on my lip on the outside here. I'm shocked. I thought that was going to get me a lot worse than that. But you can tell I've been eating pods already this season, because I can tell my tolerance is up. Feeling a little tiny bit of endorphins. I am getting it kind of in the upper chest area, feeling a little warm and bubbly in my head. Didn't have that Naga Morich that I ate yesterday, that real tiny one. I tell you, the endorphins hit me so quick with that. And that thing was like a flamethrower to the back of the throat. I'm shocked. I really thought that pepper was gonna hit me a lot harder, but I guess that's expected when your tolerance goes up. So, like, everything's well below a 1 out of 10. My nose is still running though. It did taste different than, like I said, the small ones that I've been growing this last few years. It's slightly different. I think the pungency of this one particular flavor I get from these peppers were much stronger than in the same ones, this past few years that I've been growing, where that one was a little diluted. There's fruitiness. I don't know if I could say I picked up that typical smoky taste you can get from a lot of chocolate pods. I don't think I remember getting a smoky taste with these chocolate Scorpions this past few years anyways. I definitely get them with the chocolate Bootlas and the chocolate pre-metallis. So, I don't even, like that feeling I was getting in my stomach even went away. I was just feeling a little warm in the stomach, and then that just disappeared. So, I probably won't even need to drink milk on top of this. Like, I'm feeling like pretty much nothing anymore, other than a little bit tingling on my lips. So, the next peppers I'm going to be reviewing, I did pick Dragon's Breath pepper. I may or may not do that tonight after supper. I would like to get it done only because the pepper has been fully ripened on the plant for probably like 5 or 6 days. I just picked it this morning. And I also picked some red Scotch bonnets as well. I think I'm going to let those sit for a few days. I got a little basket full of a lot of peppers that I picked today that I discovered there was a tiny bit of green that I didn't notice when they were on the plant, so I'm going to let them finish ripening before I put them away. I'm still waiting for my chocolate pre-metallis and my red pre-metallis to start ripening. And as I said in my past few videos, once everything is ripening all at once, then I'm going to be sending off some peppers to some people. So, yeah, I guess that'll be my review. The heat is completely gone, other than a little bit of tingling on the lips, but I can't wait to be able to make hot sauces with these chocolate Scorpion peppers. It's a delicious pepper, even just to eat by itself, like what I just did. I love the taste of those things. It's still my favorite pepper to just, eat like that. Reapers have typically been my favorite peppers to spice up foods. I love the flavor of the Carolina Reaper. Chocolate Bootlas, that was my, out of all the hot sauces I made last year, putting it on food, I think, like for putting it on chicken or chicken wings, the chocolate Bootlas sauce that came from my chocolate bootless was my favorite, you know, for chicken wings. But generally, Carolina Reapers are my favorite peppers to make sauces and put on most things, and pepper powders. But as far as eating peppers by themselves, like just throwing the whole thing in my mouth, these chocolate scorpions are a winner for me. I love these things. They taste so good. But anyways, I'm going to end the video. Maybe tonight we'll get the dragon's breath pepper. But until then, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one.